Competing in Formula One is no walk in the park, and it should never be underestimated. However, there are occasions when a driver and team seem to effortlessly dominate the competition. Max Verstappen is one such individual who excels in making the challenging sport look easy. His remarkable comeback drive at the 2022 Belgian Grand Prix showcased his exceptional talent and determination. Verstappen's performance in this race will be remembered as one of the greatest in Formula One history. Let's take a closer look at the details of this race. Max Verstappen's triumph at the 2022 Belgian Grand Prix defied all expectations, as what was anticipated to be a chaotic race turned out to be a relatively stress-free victory for the Dutch racer. Despite the pre-race grid penalties reshuffling the starting lineup, Verstappen remained unfazed and focused on the task ahead. With 8 drivers, including Verstappen himself, facing grid penalties for engine-related issues, the starting grid bore little resemblance to the qualifying results. This meant that drivers like Verstappen, Charles Leclerc, Esteban Ocon and Lando Norris, who had shown impressive pace in qualifying, had to start from the rear of the field. However, it was Verstappen who commanded attention, thanks to the formidable performance of his RB18 throughout practice sessions and qualifying. Mercedes driver George Russell acknowledged Verstappen's prowess, expressing confidence that the Red Bull driver could secure victory despite his starting position. Spa-Francorchamps, known for its overtaking opportunities, provided the perfect backdrop for Verstappen's charge through the field. At the start of the race, Ferrari's Carlos Sainz, the sole driver on soft tyres among the top 11, managed to hold onto his lead comfortably. Meanwhile, Perez, starting alongside Sainz on the front row, struggled with a slow start, allowing Fernando Alonso's Alpine and both Mercedes cars to pass him. However, the real spectacle unfolded further back in the grid with Verstappen, also on soft tyres, making significant progress from his starting position of 15th. Thanks to 2 AlphaTauri pit lane starts, Verstappen found himself in 10th place even before the race truly began. Verstappen's ascent was further propelled by an incident between Lewis Hamilton and Alonso, who were battling for second place. Hamilton's attempt to pass Alonso on the outside of Leclerc's resulted in contact, causing Hamilton to be labelled an idiot by Alonso. Despite both cars continuing, Hamilton's race came to an abrupt end as he was instructed to retire his Mercedes W13 due to damage sustained in the incident. As the race progressed, Perez managed to regain momentum, overtaking George Russell on the Kemmel Straight to secure second place. Meanwhile, Alonso soldiered on after the collision while Verstappen continued his relentless charge through the field. Another drama escalated on the second lap, leading to a safety car deployment. The incident was triggered by Williams driver Nicholas Latifi, whose car spun after touching the gravel at Lake Combs. However, it was Valtteri Bottas who bore the brunt of the mishap. In a bid to avoid Latifi's spinning car, Bottas found himself stuck in the gravel with his Alfa Romeo. Once the safety car withdrew 2 laps later, Max Verstappen wasted no time making his move. He swiftly overtook Alex Albon and Daniel Ricciardo within 1 lap, showcasing his impeccable driving skills. Verstappen continued his charge, passing Sebastian Vettel into Lake Combs before executing flawless overtakes on Fernando Alonso and George Russell on consecutive laps, securing a podium position. By the 12th lap of the race, Max Verstappen had made an impressive surge to claim the lead position. Sensing the urgency of the moment, Verstappen radioed his team, expressing frustration at the time he was losing behind Sergio Perez, who was running on medium tyres. Verstappen's determination to seize control of the race was palpable as he strategically positioned himself to overtake Perez on the straight just moments after Carlos Sainz made his pit stop, relinquishing the lead. Despite being on a different tyre compound, Perez decided to pit first on lap 14, likely aiming to cover off the threat posed by Charles Leclerc, who had made significant progress after an early safety car period. Leclerc, who had pitted to remove a stuck visor tear-off, aggressively battled Perez into Lake Combs, expressing his frustration over the tight racing space provided. Meanwhile, Verstappen managed to emerge ahead of both Perez and Leclerc, but found himself trailing Sainz due to the latter's undercut strategy. However, Verstappen wasted no time in closing the gap and swiftly passed Sainz with remarkable ease, demonstrating his exceptional racecraft. Verstappen soon reclaimed the lead from Sainz with remarkable ease, extending his advantage as the race progressed. Perez followed suit with a similar move, but by then, Verstappen had already built a considerable gap. As the race concluded, Verstappen secured a comfortable victory, with Perez trailing behind by over 17 seconds. Sainz managed to maintain his position to claim the final spot on the podium, successfully holding off George Russell's late challenge. Max Verstappen celebrated his victory at the iconic circuit in his home country with great enthusiasm. Reflecting on his win, he expressed, "It was quite a hectic first lap to stay out of trouble, because so many things were happening in front of me." Despite the chaos, Verstappen managed to navigate through the challenges effectively. The Dutch driver credited his team's performance and exceptional handling of his car after the safety car period caused by an incident involving Nicholas Latifi and Valtteri Bottas on lap 2. Verstappen continued, "Once we settled in after the safety car, the car was really on rails. I picked the right places to pass people and we could look after our tyres. That's how we made our way forward." Verstappen's joy was further heightened after the race when his closest competitor Charles Leclerc received a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. This demotion cost Leclerc valuable points and elevated Fernando Alonso to 6th place. Verstappen's own performance, particularly his impressive lap time on lap 32, secured him the maximum 26 points available for the 2022 Belgian Grand Prix. Reflecting on his stellar weekend, Verstappen expressed his satisfaction, stating, "This weekend has been incredible. It's been a weekend I couldn't imagine before, but I think we want more of them, so we'll keep on working hard." Verstappen's conviction in the team's efforts proved to be well-founded, as their hard work paid off, culminating in the Dutch driver securing his second Formula One championship title. Max Verstappen's remarkable comeback at the Belgian 2022 Grand Prix left many wondering how he managed such an impressive feat. Throughout the season, the Red Bull cars had typically been slower on the straights but excelled in corners, showcasing their agility and speed. However, at the Spa circuit, known for its combination of long straights and challenging corners, Verstappen defied expectations by topping the time charts in all sectors during qualifying and the race. What made Verstappen's performance even more extraordinary was his ability to set the fastest lap on medium tyres, a time that even Charles Leclerc couldn't surpass with fresh, soft tyres and a lighter fuel load. This unexpected turn of events raised questions about the Red Bull team's car and whether there was something peculiar about its performance. Despite comfortably leading both the Drivers' and Constructors' Championships, this was the first time in the 2022 season that Red Bull had demonstrated such dominance throughout an entire Grand Prix weekend. However, Verstappen acknowledged that the car's exceptional performance at Spa might be attributed to its suitability for the circuit. Reflecting on the weekend, Verstappen commented, "I think if you look at the whole weekend, yes, the car's been incredible from FP1. Sometimes it's nice when things positively surprise you, and it's been really enjoyable to drive the car around this year." Max Verstappen's spectacular performance at the 2022 Belgian Grand Prix sparked conversations across the Formula One world, with former McLaren driver Pedro Della Rosa weighing in on the Dutchman's potential. Della Rosa expressed his belief that Verstappen possesses all the qualities necessary to etch his name among the greatest in history of Formula One. In an interview, Della Rosa was asked about his assessment of Verstappen's potential and future trajectory in the sport. He confidently stated, "I think Max has everything it takes to become one of the best of all time in Formula One. He has all the qualities, that's for sure. Only time will tell which teams he will drive for and how competitive those teams will be in the next 10 years, but Max has everything it takes to become the best." De La Rosa's endorsement of Verstappen extends beyond mere talent evaluation. He believes that among the current crop of exceptional drivers, Verstappen stands out as the cream of the crop. De La Rosa acknowledged other top-tier drivers like Lewis Hamilton, Fernando Alonso and Charles Leclerc, but emphasized Verstappen's prowess, stating, "I think he is the best driver at the moment. But let's not forget Hamilton, Alonso and Leclerc. And I also have a lot of respect for drivers like Norris, Russell or Sainz who are at a higher level. If I had to choose a driver who is peaking and reaching his highest level right now, it would be Max." Now, over to you. Share your thoughts on Max Verstappen's remarkable comeback victory at Spa in 2022 in the comments section below. Competing in Formula One is no walk in the park, and it should never be underestimated. However, there are occasions when a driver and team seem to effortlessly dominate the competition. Max Verstappen is one such individual who excels in making the challenging sport look easy. His remarkable comeback drive at the 2022 Belgian Grand Prix showcased his exceptional talent and determination. Verstappen's performance in this race will be remembered as one of the greatest in Formula One history. Let's take a closer look at the details of this race.